Hello, and today there's an introduction to how to use these lovely Pilates machines. There's a chin-up thingy back there, and some free weights and squats and stuff. Bicep curls, squats. You all know those by now. So, first of all, the Pilates chair, which looks very nice, but don't get on it wrong, because if you put your foot there, it's going to get crushed. So, you get on, and there's just this is one of the easier exercises for you beginners. I'll make an intermediate episode after I learn the intermediate moves. And you just go up and down and up and down. And you can also just use your elbow to go up and down. Or if you like a challenge, you can just use your fingertip or something.
Use your whole hand. Grip onto that.
Nah.
I don't want you flying off.
And then there's also these lovely bars that can be used for rubbing chairing. So grip onto these, and then you float. And you see how long you can float until you physically cannot float anymore and fade to the ground. And then also, this bar does not have to be together. It can be separate. And you'd be like, well, why would I want to do that? Well, there's a few different reasons. So, one of my favorite moves has always been the climbing move, where you just climb. That's it. Until you get to the top and then do rubber chairs usually, but I already did that. Or you can just alternate. Or. And that's just a few moves, but of course we cannot leave out the beautiful Michael Jackson. I just wanted to put on his shirt. Oopsies. It's fine. Next, the reformer. You've already used this in class, unless you're a new student, I think. Depending on what classes you take. Anywho, there's plenty of things you can do with this, like moving. That's pretty easy. And you can also use these bars these little handle things in many different ways. You can use them for your hands. And you can use them for your feet. This is pretty easy. This is a pretty easy machine. It was the first machine that was added to this room. So I basically mastered this by now. If I want, I can show you all the intermediate and scary moves, but you're beginners. Next, squatting. I like to use, no, that's not my usual one. 15 pounds. And I do, what is it called, Mom? Sumo?
Yes.
I do sumo squats. So I pretty much just hold it here and you squat. It's pretty easy. And then you can also use these 10-pound weights, because why would you use 2-pound weights? And you can do some bicep curls.
You can do it one at a time.
Nah. And then also, there's this thingy that I have not quite mastered yet, although being in the room for a long time, is this chin-up and pull-up machine. Unfortunately, I don't know how to do a chin-up or a pull-up, and this is too high for me. However, I can attempt.
You're taller than I am.
Well, she's really short. 3. I'm below 5 foot, and I'm taller than her. 3, 2, 1. Hoi!